So what is it like being a target, right? Imagine that you're trying to fall asleep at night. And every time you try to fall asleep, as soon as you're just about to sleep, the people upstairs drop something on the floor loudly. Imagine that during the day, there's drilling and they rumble things, but it's not always drilling. It's not always that loud. Sometimes they'll just drop things on the floor or rumble things around or drag something across the floor upstairs, right? So you can never really have peace in your apartment. Imagine sometimes you come home and you find a window open. You know you didn't open it. You find something from your fridge out on the counter. You know you didn't put it there. They want you to know that they were there. Imagine that when you're out, they'll send people to make comments to that reference personal things in your life, things that people shouldn't know. And then they'll have people come and mimic your gestures, your mannerisms. If it's something that you do a lot, they'll have people mimic it, but in an over-exaggerated way to try to make it seem like you look crazy when you do it. Or they'll have someone come by every now and then and tap their nose, do the nose tap. Okay, sure, for you to know that they're still there, right? Imagine you go to a store and there's one aisle or there's one area that you need something from, and it's pretty standard. You always go there so they know what you're going to get. And so they have someone waiting there for you. And the person gets in your way. And she has a cart. And she is, before you can even go there, she hurries quickly and runs in there so you can't get there. And then she says, oh, sorry. And she moves back. But then she tries to maneuver their cart in the same direction or in a different direction. But she's not moving out of the way. And so you have to back up. And then as soon as you back up, you back into someone who was clearly standing right behind you. There was no need for them to be right behind you. Because there was room there. There's some, not a lot, but there was room. But they were right behind you, and you didn't even notice it. And they had to be standing there for a while. And and then you quickly move over, and you nearly knock something over because the only direction you can go in, there's something there. They set it up for you that way. Yeah. So you move on, and you're shopping, and then this guy walks by, and he gives you the little nose tap, and you want to just drive your cart at him, and but you're in the store. There are cameras, and what they want is for you to attack. Right? They're trying to show you that they're there, and they're fucking with you, and they want to drive you to the point where you're going to attack them in public where there are cameras, because then you'll destroy yourself, right? Then they can have you arrested, they can have you institutionalized, and if you're part of a group that's already being targeted, like an oppressed group, a scapegoated group, they can blame the whole group. They can say, see how violent these people are. See, that's what they can do, and that's what they want. So you just have to take it. Every now and then, you rush away from him, and you're angry at that point, and you're half ready to just bang the cart into something hard. But he comes around the other way, and he finds you he comes around the corner, and it doesn't look like he's following you because he's not right behind you. He comes around in the other direction. And then again, he taps his nose. You fucker. They're showing you. Yeah. Okay. So by that point, you're angry, and some other guy walks out, and he stares at you, and then the security guard comes. You didn't do anything wrong. You didn't say anything. You didn't start shouting, but the security guard is now watching you, because now you are the problem. That's exactly what they do. So you get home, yeah? You get home and you find a picture on your wall tilted just a little bit, or a chair moved out of place just a little bit. They're showing you they're still there, okay? And then the pounding starts. They give one tap right above you, and you just scream. At that point, you're losing it because you have to take so much for so long, and you can't do anything because they want you to snap in public. Like, they do these things in public. Or they'll do something in your apartment. Well, where are they? Now you can't do anything, right? At some point, you just start screaming. You can't help it. And you start screaming and screaming and screaming and screaming, and you can't help it. And this is rot. This is destroying you psychologically, physically, on every level, and that's what they want. Your neighbors are going to start complaining soon. And the next day when you go out, They have someone walk by you and mimic your meltdown. Start screaming, you know, jokingly, mockingly, with someone else next to them, mimicking your meltdown. That's what it's like to be a target. And that's maybe 1% of it.